So it finally happened, guys. Cancel culture has completed its side quest of irrelevance, and it's now trying to speedrun VTuber smear campaign any percent. This time they're targeting none other than Kirsche. Now, I'm not familiar with this individual, but my God, couple days or so, social media has been on fire with the cancel campaign against this VTuber, and it all stems from Vice, of all places, actually writing some of these articles right here. Couple of them within the last year. This one came out April, right? Talking about gamer subs. Not too long ago, I saw people saying that they were no longer going to be affiliated with gamer subs because they have bigots as partners and affiliates and stuff. And I thought that was cringe. I was like, and I kind of like snark replied to them. I didn't know there was this whole campaign against Kirsche, that, and I'm pardoned if I'm butchering their name, but they're literally a outlet, Vice, like a big outlet that has a freaking TV network is going against this person full speed ahead to the point where just the other day they wrote this article called VTubing has an elephant in the room, bigotry. And now they're playing victim because as a result, they're having people telling them to go hang themselves and buy rope and all this stuff. But I'm getting ahead of myself, right? This whole situation stems from this game, Crime Boss, that had Kirsche as a partner. I guess somebody that was going to do a paid sponsorship video. They dumped her as a result of the backlash that they were getting, and now they are getting completely flamed for dropping Kirsche. And it all stems from this individual right here. This is the person who wrote the articles on Vice, Anna Valens, who's sick in the head, who has like these weird fantasies about R-wording CIS girl breeding or cis girl breeding, right? Anyways, let's go and take a look at Kirsche, who wrote this article, or this tweet, I should say, about a month into a life reunation campaign started by the people who hate them. Basically, they were dropped, and this company that was swayed by anonymous posts are now facing karma. They're getting all this backlash for dropping Kirsche because they were following the cancel culture mob, so to speak. So this media campaign is outrageous. I haven't seen anything like it. I have not seen anything like it. Again, if you don't know who Kirsche is, it's a VTuber who says what's on their mind. They don't backpedal. Most importantly, they don't ask for permission on stuff. And they're pretty based. In today's world of eggshell walking influencers, corporate approved steamers, I think that makes her a threat. Not to the public, of course, but to media outlets like Vice, who write this article, which now functions less like a journalism organization and more like the HR department of social media, especially X. So Vice dropped what could only be described as this digital hit job, where they're crying. A classic "we don't like her" tone article that's backed by out of context tweets, right? Reddit posts from people who have never watched her, and anonymous losers with keyboards. At the end of the day, journalism is dead. You can see they're just screenshots of stuff taken out of context. And Vice is the open casket for dead journalism. And their goal is to brand Kirsche as problematic. All right? Their goal is to label her as dangerous. Their goal is to basically label her everything short of Voldemort with a wig. And let me make one thing clear here, though. Kirsche didn't scam anyone. She didn't hurt anyone. She didn't even violate any policies. She just said stuff that the Fragile Feelings crowd didn't like, and bam, clockwork. Sponsors start bailing faster than Ubisoft employees after a harassment lawsuit. And one of the first to ditch her, like I said, was this Crime Boss City game. Right, this Crime Boss game, and I swear to God, it only hit relevance because of this whole Kirsche falling out, right? And their thanks is they dropped her during a planned vacation. She was gone on vacation. You can see she said they dropped her during a pre-planned vacation where communication and access to their home and resources were minimal. They couldn't even talk about it. No convo, just betrayal. And this game had all the life of a parking lot. It peaked around 6,600 players when it launched. Literally nobody was playing this. And then now it's nosedived into a Steam sale bin territory with just a few hundred players. right around the time Kirsche actually started promoting it, it experienced a resurrection, a zombie movie comeback. The player count tripled. And then Vice went and hit this little hit piece, this Tumblr style hit piece, and then the devs panicked, hit the eject button, and shocker, the player count has nosedived again. The current peak is about 600, and that's not even enough to fill one mid-sized Discord server. That's literally like the size of my 660 member Discord. So let's go ahead and talk the reviews, and we'll go ahead and go to their Steam. This is not looking good at all. I actually never even heard of this game until all the backlash stemming from it. And you know, it's very funny to see that mob that these people catered to have now backstabbed it. Mostly negative reviews, over 2,471. And this game is $20, but you can see most of them are negative. This is what happens when you cater to a modern audience, to a cancel culture mob. The same people that they catered to and kicked Kirsche off of their partnership are now disliking the game as well. And then on top of that, the people that are on the side of Kirsche are also disliking this. So both sides, and not in a good way, right? And on top of that, like people are pissed, all right? People are angry, and not just because Kirsche told them to be upset about it. It's because a game studio caved into a smear campaign, and nobody likes that. We saw people try to do that with Hogwarts. We've seen people try to do that with Black Myth Wukong. And the real kicker here now is that the devs are actually allegedly deleting a lot of negative reviews. A lot of these negative reviews that are on here, especially positive ones that support Kirsche on their forums. But they are leaving ones up bashing her, of course. And they're not just spineless. These people are proudly spineless. These people wouldn't hold a stance if it was duct tape to them. Now, Kirsche, to her credit, didn't fold. Again, she posted this fiery statement calling this out for what it is. It's a reputation ruining campaign built on lies, moral panic. It's led by people who treat Reddit drama like gospel, and her words are absolute fire. She didn't just defend herself, she nuked the whole premise of cancel culture with a flamethrower and a smile. She even said, you held this power for years, and now we're standing up. So F you, F cancel culture, you reap what you sow. And she's right. Now, here's where it gets juicy, right? The same folks who shout consequence culture whenever somebody loses a job for thinking out loud, because we're not allowed to think out loud, we're not allowed to be our own individuals, they suddenly go silent when the consequences hit back, right? The review bombs, the lost revenue, the public backlash, suddenly it's not fair play anymore. Funny how that works, right? And let's not forget, this isn't new, okay? We saw it with PewDiePie, who got smeared for jokes and is still more successful than any of his critics. Gina Carano lost Mandalorian over political tweets, and now she makes more from conventions and movies than Disney ever paid her. Dave Chappelle, they tried. Netflix blinked. He's still king, right? And the truth is, cancel culture never wins long-term, guys. Don't let cancel culture cancel you. They try. It eats itself. It pushes people into independent platforms where they become stronger, richer, and louder. And the mob cannot stop it because their whole strategy relies on silence and fear, not truth. Do not let these people scare you. And what I've seen, all these tweets, like literally on my feed, pro, anti-Kirsche, where the people that hate her are just contacting old sponsors like uTunes that are like an old sponsor that they had years ago, and it was one of those temporary stuffed plushie partnerships. And they're contacting them. They're contacting Gamer Subs. You got people trying to find personal information about them. This is wild. So what do we do about this? Easy. We have to support creators being targeted. Support Kirsche. Give them a follow. Retweet their stuff. Let them know that you got their back. Because if they've done nothing wrong but have an opinion, back them. Share their content. Buy their merch. Make noise, guys. Call out the smear jobs. Comment, tweet, scream, meme. Flood the algorithm with actual facts instead of pearl clutching. Because that's what these guys do. I've seen it myself. I've had people pearl clutch over me, and it doesn't work unless you let them. And for God's sakes, please stop apologizing to the woke mob. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, stop apologizing to the woke mobs. They do not want growth. They want submission. Don't give in to them ever. Don't even compromise. Don't even try to have a conversation with them. Kirsche is not canceled, guys. She's just under attack at this moment, and based on how crime boss is tanking right now, I'd say she's winning 110%. So just want to give my thoughts on this. This is a developing story. There's new stuff every day. We're going to keep full attention on the situation. So Kirsche, if you watch this for any reason, keep it up. We got your back.